Hi, friends, welcome. So, as you start to settle into this practice, I invite you to find a really supportive seat wherever you're at. Maybe you want to grab a couple of blankets to get really cozy. Maybe you want to find your favorite chair or spot on the floor to sit. Just find whatever works for you as you settle in. And go ahead and as you start to settle into that seat, maybe you're grabbing a blanket or extra props that you want. Just kind of start to notice how are you feeling as you start to come into this practice. Maybe your day feels really chaotic, or maybe you're kind of just winding down to settle into some relaxation. Just kind of notice, where are you coming from as you enter this practice, as we start this time together? And as you start to get comfortable, settle in, maybe start to notice, what do you need out of this practice for yourself? Maybe you're not really sure. Maybe you're just curious about what this practice is all about. Maybe you have a specific thing that you want to focus on, whether it's a stressor or something else that maybe you want to let go of. So just kind of notice. Option to close your eyes down if you haven't already. And just start to tune in. And as you do, I invite you to bring awareness to your tailbone. So start to visualize that very base of your spine. Notice your tailbone. Start to visualize it. Start to feel into it. And maybe start to picture yourself grounding down a little bit more in that space in your body. So getting a little bit heavier in your hips, grounding down a little bit more into your sit bones. Maybe even find yourself rocking side to side a little bit. Maybe you have to readjust how you're seated. And then start to notice as you pull your awareness up your spine. What does it feel like to kind of tune into that part of your body, starting at the base of your spine and moving all the way up your spine? As you do, option 2, on each inhale, pull that inhale up your spine. And on each exhale, picture that exhale moving down your spine back to your tailbone. So inhaling from your tailbone all the way up to the back of your neck, and then exhaling, pushing that all the way back down to the base of your spine. Inhale, find that length in your spine. Exhale, ground back down into your hips, into your sit bones. Take a few more rounds of breath like this. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to your pelvis. So kind of swing that awareness to the front part of your body. Start to notice your pelvis and that lower area of your body. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Notice any sensations. And just start to maybe move that awareness front to back. So noticing your pelvis and then maybe moving to your lower back, that almost kind of towards your tailbone, but a little bit higher. So staying in that lower region of your body, what do those places look like, feel like? Any sensations? Any other awareness? Breathe into those spaces in your body. And then as you're ready, slowly work your way up just a little bit to your belly. That area around your belly button. So kind of that core, that center part of your body. Notice the feeling of connecting with that part of your body. Option to even bring one hand or both hands to your belly to feel into that connection a little bit more. And as you do, what do you notice? What do you see? What do you feel? Any colors? Any sensations? Maybe there's a warmth or a coolness in this part of your body. And as you tune into your breath, really feel that expanding, that opening in that part of your body as you take nice, slow, deep inhales. And then exhale. Notice that sensation of pulling all of that air or pushing all of that air out. Take a few more rounds of breath like this, tuning in, noticing, feeling. Next, I invite you to slowly and gently pull your awareness from your belly up towards your heart space. And maybe you focus in just on the space around your heart. Maybe you slowly expand that awareness all the way across your chest, maybe even up a little bit into your shoulders. And notice what you find there. How does it feel? What does it look like? Option to place one or both hands on your chest, on your heart. Notice the beat of your heart without you even having to think about it, without you having to tell your heart to beat. It just does it automatically. So notice that sensation, the beating of your heart, the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and you exhale. Notice those subtle movements in this upper part of your body. Allow yourself to sink into any sensations here. Maybe connect with a part of yourself that you need to tune into. Maybe there's some feelings. Just simply notice. A few more rounds of breath here. I invite you, as you're ready, to slowly continue your awareness up into your throat, your neck, and notice your throat, notice your neck, notice this part of your body. How does it feel? Does this part of your body feel more open? Does it feel more closed? What are the sensations here? What are the blockages that need to be cleared? What are the messages that need to be communicated? Just simply notice, feel. Couple more rounds of breath. Slowly and gently, I invite you to continue pulling that awareness all the way up until you reach that space just between your eyebrows. And as you do, maybe start to notice your eyes as well. So you're noticing that space between your eyebrows, but you're also noticing your eyes, even if they're closed. Noticing any sensations behind your eyes, maybe a tightness, option to maybe start to move your eyeballs around, maybe shifting your eyes from right to left, left to right. Maybe pull them up towards the sky and down towards the earth. Just start to notice that sensation of moving your eyes around, really tuning into that part of your body and noticing where it takes you. Maybe there's a specific eye position that you land on that feels right, that feels really good for you. Maybe you just kind of rest your eyes there. And last but not least, I invite you to pull your awareness all the way up to the crown of your head. the very highest part of your body. Tune in to the top of your head, the crown of your head. Notice that space in your body. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Are there any colors, any shapes, any things that you see hanging out in that highest part of your body? And only if it resonates, I invite you to notice a light shining down from the top of your head. And it's a warmer light. It's a softer light. And again, only if it resonates, picture this light shining down from the crown of your head. Notice how it feels to let this light kind of illuminate down through your entire body, down into your head, your neck, feathering out to your shoulders, your arms, all the way down the center of your body, into your legs, into your feet. Feel into that sensation. Breathe into it. And I'm going to continue to play the sound bowls for a few minutes and allow yourself to be. Continue feeling into that light if that's resonating for you. Noticing, taking in the sounds, the frequencies of the sound bowls. I invite you just to invite a sense of curiosity, non-judgment as you settle in and just listen. ahead and just stay for a few more rounds of breath. Check in with your body here. Notice how you feel. Notice any sensations that you feel throughout your body. Notice if there's anything that your body is asking for here. Maybe you need to take some rest, maybe lie down, find a nice, comfortable resting shape. Maybe you need to start to wiggle through your fingers, through your toes. Maybe there's a little bit of movement or stretch that you need to take here. And if there's anything that came up for you in this practice that felt particularly overwhelming, I invite you to notice any sensations that felt overwhelming, any emotions that may have come up. And find a center part of your body here. So start to tune back into your body. Find the center of your body. Maybe it's your belly, your core. Reconnect with that part of your body. And anything that may have felt overwhelming or too much, or just anything at all that you would like to kind of tuck back away, not to forget about, not to throw away, but just to kind of tuck back in for later to revisit. Maybe take any of those overwhelming feelings, thoughts, and just gently invite them to that core, that very center of your body where they're safe, where they're held. Option to place one or both hands in this space in your body. Wrapping up any feelings, any sensations. And maybe send a gentle reminder to yourself that you are safe, you are loved, you are held, you are supported, even if it's just by your body, by yourself. You have everything that you need to be safe, to feel grounded, to feel centered, to be present in this moment. Feel into that, notice that. And wherever you are at here, if you have time, option to just stay and rest for longer. Either way, I will finish out this portion of practice with you here. Thank you so much for joining me, for showing up for yourself, and I will see you next time.